Towards Bushy.
You've been stood up, mate.
No, he's coming, he's coming. He said he's got a saddle saw the size of Jupiter.
Oh, look at this, just started my bike ride, my cleat bolt fell out, my shoe got stuck in the bike. Harry's late, yeah. Andy's late. I was expecting Andy to be late. Harry's always late as well though.
You're not cold?
Nah, I'm alright. I spent a month up north. So naturally, I'm meeting Andy Edwards for a ride and he's late. My young coach Andy. Tobias is here. He helped me fix my shoe. So not all is lost. I'm supposed to be going on a bike ride in this direction. If our guys ever turn up.
Yeah.
2 separate bike rides, we're not even riding together.
Oh, that's close.
That was close.
Let's go.
Hello. Why are you always so late?
Who the fuck are you?
Have fun.
Hey, what? You not coming?
What time do you call this, Andy?
I'm sorry.
So I finally got rolling. I'm out here with Andy. The sun's come out. We've got 3 or 4 hills to do on today's route. Legs are actually feeling pretty good. I think I'm finally getting close to 100% recovered from the Everest a few weeks ago. I'm not going to do anything crazy on today's ride, just keep things steady and well, maybe towards the end we can have some fun.
You've got Dura-Ace on an Italian frame.
What's wrong with that?
Nothing, I'm just making a comment.
It's 2020, Andy. Things have changed. You can run Dura-Ace on anything.
Listen, hey, I'm just pointing out, I'm not saying whether it's right or wrong. You know what, I may well be switching my Colnago to Shimano.
Controversial.
I'm waiting for the 12-speed grip setter.
I should probably explain to you guys, because there's a few newer viewers, this is Andy Edwards. He was my coach back when I used to race. My first cycling coach when I was first getting into racing, riding for a local club, Kingston Wheelers. So was Andy. Met him on a ride and started a beautiful partnership where we won loads of races.
You did?
Well, and not that many. So Andy was actively racing at the time as well. So he was coaching me, but he was inside the races as well. So we were in the same bunch together and he could literally be like, go with that move. Because you weren't fit enough. I'm only kidding.
Well, sometimes I was.
I feel like you're fitter than me today.
Hey, I definitely don't think about that.
Yeah.
I've got my winter bike as well, you know.
Yeah, and I'm on my winter bike. What are you talking about?
That is not a winter. This is a winter bike.
No, this is my winter bike.
Mud guards with a flap. You don't need to go fast. We're not racing. Have you got a number on your bike? Can you see a lead car anywhere?
Yeah,
where's the NEG?
It's right there.
We don't need to go fast. My day job, I work in the music.
You've got ketchup on your glasses, mate. Tobias, what's the most important thing you've ever learned through racing bikes?
Through racing bikes. Apply yourself and you'll see results.
Is that it? Oh, no. I'm gonna cry.
Hard work beats talent. Hard work definitely beats talent.
No, it doesn't.
No, it does.
No.
Who won the Tour de France this year?
Right. If someone like peaks for like a year when they're under 16 and then they just stop training. Well, no, because if they just stop training because they're at the top, they're then going to lose form. But if someone like you and me, maybe, we weren't great when we were youths, but because we kept working and applying ourselves.
That's quite good actually.
Okay, yeah, but you're even better. What I mean is that you're even better as now compared to you.
Exactly.
It does pay off because the work rate still goes on. You know.
Hard work beats talent when talent stops working.
Yeah, you got to bin the ego.
Prime example of an athlete.
Just go to the pub, have a few drinks, you'll be fine.
So we got introduced to each other back in 2010. It was a mutual friend. It was either Dave Ladkin or Mark. And we met on a ride, didn't we? I got fairly heavy into cycling after that point. We did a lot of racing together.
We did. I remember your first proper race.
I think I want to get across a point in this video about how valuable that racing has been to me in other areas of my life now.
You know what I remember most? Because I remember your first season. And I did a few races with you, but I didn't race with you that much. But you came to me and asked me if I would help coach you. And that was at the end of your first season because you were moving on to the VO2 development team. They said you needed a coach, so you needed to find one. You didn't have money to pay for one. So
No kids do.
So you thought,
no one that age does, do they?
I'll go and ask that mug Andy to coach me for free. Which of course I agreed to because that's what we do. You know, I was coached back in the day. My coach didn't earn any money, my club coach. And so I was very happy to coach you in the same spirit he coached me. But you had the hustle to ask. And I think that hustle is something you learn. If there's one thing I would say about you're going to learn about cycling that applies to life in general, is that thing of being collaborative and competitive at the same time. You know, you got a number on your back and you want to win a race. but the people who are in the race with you are also your friends. They're your training partners, they're your teammates, you know, they're people you borrow stuff from, you know, you CAD your lift to a race with, all of those kind of things. And that's a really important thing in life, that sort of ability to form a network and have people that you can rely upon, and you can support them and they can support you. It's huge. There's a lot of different layers to this. You know, as well as the discipline of getting fit and the kind of killer instinct that you need to deploy in actually putting your bike across the line first and putting your hands up and having that feeling. It's really important.
Organisation, time management, discipline, networking, social skills, mechanical skills. These are all the things I learned or improved on when I was racing bikes. Now, I quit bike racing in 2014 after racing Elite for a couple of years, and it was a hard time. I felt completely lost, and I didn't have anything to fill that gap. In my head, I jumped to the conclusion that the racing was a waste of time, but that couldn't have been further from the truth. It took a while, but eventually I found video making and YouTube, and that led me to where I am today. Now, how helpful was the bike racing through that process? Well, my first 2 jobs that I worked at were bike shops, through contacts that I made directly through bike racing. All of my well-performing videos at the start of YouTube were covering cycling events, where I knew the format, I knew the people to speak to, and I knew a lot of the races personally, so I could get interviews that no one else could. All of the freelance projects that I picked up at the start were from racing contacts as well. I'd already applied to racing teams in a formal kind of way, so I knew the kind of language to use when applying for jobs in the real world too. Now, I was only just out of my teens when I stopped, but I'd been racing, riding, and working with adults that whole time, so I already had the confidence to speak and socialise with people slightly older than me, and I was prepared to work hard. Following a training plan and racing at any level is hard. You have to put in serious hours and be really disciplined, because as fun as riding bikes is, it's pretty unpleasant at times as well. You learn firsthand through racing that if you put in the hard work, it does yield results. Now, there's going to be guys and girls out there who finish school and they aren't sure what they want to do. Racing and riding bikes can help you work it out. It's not wasted time. It's full of life lessons, and you will end up meeting people that you wouldn't have otherwise. So if you're thinking about racing, give it a crack. I'm going to end today's video here. Thank you as always for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys soon.